This is Detective Lance Abbott with the Eufaula Police Department, and these are the reports for the time frame from April the 4th through April the 6th of 2014. During this period, there were 4 traffic accidents, and we had a total of 7 arrests, 2 of which were felonies. As for the incident offense reports, the first one is a juvenile report involving theft of property 3rd degree, which occurred on South Eufaula Avenue. Next is an information report involving a juvenile that occurred on Mack Street. Next report is theft of property 3rd degree, and it occurred on South Eufaula Avenue. The next report is domestic violence 3rd degree, which occurred on Gamage Road in Eufaula. The next report is theft of property 3rd degree, which occurred on North Eufaula Avenue. Next report's involving criminal mischief 3rd degree, and this took place on Lake Drive. The next report is for possession of a concealed weapon without a permit and driving under the influence of alcohol. This occurred at Randolph Avenue and Barber Street. Next report's involving criminal mischief 3rd degree, and this occurred on Lake Drive. This is involving some damage that occurred to a vehicle. Next report's involving assault 1st degree, and this occurred on Spruce Drive. Next report's involving burglary 1st degree and theft of property 2nd degree, and this occurred on East Union Street. Next report's involving theft of property, more specifically a motor vehicle, and this occurred on Macon Avenue. Next report is involving burglary 3rd degree and theft of property 2nd degree. And this occurred in the sub 100 block of Myra Circle. Next report's involving theft of property 3rd degree, and this occurred at South Eufaula Avenue. The next report is involving cruelty to animals, and this occurred on West Broad Street. Next report is for damage to property. Basically a vehicle, some damage was occurred to a particular vehicle, and this was on Baker Drive. The next report is for criminal mischief 2nd degree on South Eufaula Avenue, and this was also in reference to a vehicle. Next report's for domestic violence 3rd degree with an underlying offense of criminal trespass, and this occurred on Monroe Street. Next report is for harassment, and this occurred on South Eufaula Avenue. Next report is involving change bills, more specifically fake or counterfeit money, and this occurred on South Orange Avenue. Next report is for disorderly conduct, which occurred on South Orange Street. Next report is for harassing communications, which occurred on Cotton Avenue in Eufaula. Next report is for property damage to an automobile, which occurred on Barber Street at Eufaula Avenue. And for the arrest reports, first one's involving a juvenile that was arrested for theft of property 3rd degree in Eufaula. The next arrest report is for a juvenile that occurred in Eufaula, charged with theft of property 3rd degree. Next report is for theft of property 3rd degree, and the person arrested was Kimball Kaysen Robinson of Eufaula. The next report is for Wayne Stephen Rays. He was arrested for possession of a concealed weapon without a permit and driving under the influence of alcohol. Next report is for Doris Katie Robertson. She was arrested for driving while license suspended. Actually, it was an FTA warrant that was issued in reference to that charge. The next arrest report is for Dontavius Screws, and he was arrested for domestic violence 3rd degree with the underlying offense of criminal mischief. Finally, the last report is for Angela Marie Hall. She was arrested for theft of property, second degree, and fraudulent use of a credit card based on arrest warrants that were issued on April the 2nd of 2014.
One of the questions I've got is on the first two arrest reports that were juvenile. What had they stolen? You know?
I believe it is in reference to it was in reference to theft at Walmart. They were contacted by loss prevention, and the police department subsequently responded. And I don't know exactly what was taken. I'm sure there's a report in here,
Shoplifting incident then?
basically. And because they were charged with theft of property third degree, it obviously had to be less than $500 in value, so.
You mentioned the FTA, Detective. I'm not sure what I know. The FTA driving while license suspended, I'm not sure what that means.
It means that they were issued a citation for failure to, or for driving while suspended. They failed to appear in municipal court for that. In order to, that is an offense that is mandatory, that you have to come to court.
Get your license suspended, you get caught, then
Right.
you gotta come.
Right.
And if you don't, then you get an FTA.
Correct.
I understand. Another question for you, if you will. Talk about an incident involving cruelty to animals. Can you elaborate?
Someone fired a BB gun at a cat.
Okay. Kill the animal or
No,
just?
no, it didn't kill
The change bill circulating, did somebody actually take that $100 bill? Or did they catch them trying to pass it?
No, I think they passed it, and then they discovered that it was counterfeit or fake, and so we're trying to determine who that person is at this time.
Okay, so it was accepted then?
Yes, sir.
And that would be by a local merchant, I guess, commercial activity here? Somebody on South Orange Avenue.
Give me 1 second. Actually, it was provided to the Eufaula Housing Authority in order to pay a bill.
Really?
And we do know who the suspect is.
Concerning the traffic from this weekend, how many times did the police have to put the lights on flashing this weekend, do you know, and put officers out on 431?
It was just on Saturday with the inclement weather that we had. On Sunday, it wasn't necessary to even turn them on, but Saturday was pretty hectic. I'm thinking at least twice, if not more. I don't have an exact count, but I know it was done a couple of times on Saturday, because Saturday was, well, it was clear. There was always this threat that it was supposed to rain, but it never did.
Yeah.
On the Planning and Zoning Board the other day, and I know you have nothing directly to do with this, I'm just wondering about the police. They mentioned that a corner lot inside the city of Eufaula, they rule that you have 2 front yards. So if you have 2 front yards, do you have 2 addresses as far as the city police department's concerned? And you probably don't know.
I don't have an answer for that. I would not think so.
Would you please check that and let me know?
I will, because under the 911 system, you really only need to have 1, because that could cause an immense amount of confusion to first responders.